What's going on, guys? My name's Josh and I'm back today with another movie review. Today I'll be reviewing the movie The Wolf of Snow Hollow. I love a good werewolf movie. Now before I get started, if you could please like this video and subscribe to the channel. And you better watch out because it's time to get this movie review started. Let's go. The Wolf of Snow Hollow is a 2020 film that is a horror slash comedy slash thriller that is now available on video on demand. It is directed by Jim Cummings and it also stars Jim Cummings, Ricky Lindhorn, Robert Forster. And the plot of this movie is a stressed out police officer struggles not to give in to the paranoia that grips his small mountain town as bodies turn up after each full moon. So going into this, I didn't really know anything about this movie other than that there was werewolves in the movie, so I was sold right then. And I'll have to say, I had a fun time with this movie, so let's get into what I liked about this movie. So overall, I'll say I had fun with this movie. This movie definitely doesn't take itself too seriously. I would say this movie's probably more of a comedy slash thriller rather than a horror film. It definitely has some horror aspects in there, that being the werewolf, but it's definitely more of a comedy. But I had fun, and I feel like there was some funny moments in there, and it's definitely ridiculous, but a good kind of ridiculous where, you know, I enjoyed watching it. I would say the main officer, John, is a hot mess. I feel like he is fighting literally with everyone. He kind of reminds me of, like, his personality reminds me of George Costanza, because he's definitely just kind of all over the place and just really fighting with literally everyone, but it was entertaining to watch. I also liked Officer Julia in this movie. She was more like the voice of reason, so you kind of needed that to balance out his crazy character. And in general, I like the setting of this movie. This movie's set in a small mountain town, and I think that makes a good setting for, you know, a werewolf murders. And then the actual werewolf himself, I would say, was really cool as well. The werewolf's definitely creepy. He's 6 feet tall, so that's creepy, and, you know, just being that big. And then when you first see him on screen, he's definitely scary, and I would not want to run into a werewolf in real life. Also, I gotta say, I did like the ending of this movie as well. There's a twist in there that I didn't see coming, and I would say I enjoyed it. And overall, I enjoyed the mystery of, you know, them trying to solve, you know, what's going on, where all these murders are being taken place, and trying to solve the mystery. So overall, I would say I had a good time with this movie. Now, what I will say I didn't like about this movie, while I did like Officer John, and I would say he is entertaining, he could definitely be a little much at times. I think especially when they get into the storyline of him drinking. That was a little bit much, where I feel like I could have used a little bit less of that. Also, I would really wish the movie would have been a little bit more scary. It was more of a comedy, but I definitely would have loved just a little bit more, you know, horror elements in there. I would have loved a good chase scene. I think that would have helped this movie out. It's kind of like the werewolf would pop up, kill someone, but they die pretty quickly, so it was just kind of boom. I think if we would have got like one good chase scene in there, I think that could have helped this movie as well. Also, I gotta say, the comedy doesn't always land. It's definitely, there's a kind of dumb kind of humor, and it just doesn't always land. But like I said, overall, I did have a good time with it. It just, sometimes I wish they would have gave us just a little bit less comedy and a little bit more horror. But that's really my main, I would say, critiques for this. But what do you guys think of werewolf movies? Are you a big fan of werewolf movies? If you are, I definitely would say, you know, check this movie out. I do think you'll enjoy it. It's not going to be the best werewolf movie you've seen of your life, and it's not going to be, you know, super scary. But I will say, you know, if you're just interested in, you know, a good werewolf Halloween movie, give it a shot. I say, why not? But yeah, that is my review on The Wolf of Snow Hollow. Please leave your comments below and let me know what you think if you did watch it or if you plan on watching that. And thank you so much for watching.